It's day 4, and having failed to get much out of going into each other's worlds, the bands are in unforgiving moods this morning.
They seem to be worried what other people think of them.
There's almost like a shallowness to their personality.
The opinions they talk about to us when they are on their own are so far from what they actually say together as a group.
Yeah.
And it's like, if you can get them on their own, they don't feel under pressure from everybody else.
They have to wear the fake tan, they have to wear the designer clothes, they have to do this, they have to do that.
I think the best idea, really, is get them on their own. When they're together, they're kind of like a force and back each other up. Beavis and Butthead.
Cheerio!
The girls waste no time in putting their divide and rule strategy into effect, with Nikki setting about releasing the pop spirit she knows is inside Daryl.
You're embarrassing me. Walk, walk.
Such a good singer.
Thank you.
Daryl loves gay metal, Virgin on pop, like Evanescence and stuff like that. Gay metal pop shit.
Then Molly and Bobby take over, giving Daryl a vocal lesson.
Good.
Yeah?
Very good.
And asking him to come up with an acoustic riff. Finally, a bit of good old-fashioned pampering. And mission complete, the girls have won Daryl over.
The girls have kind of asked me to come up with a kind of beautiful melody for this song, and that comes quite easily to me because I can write, you know, decent melody type stuff on an acoustic, and they're really happy with what I come up with so far, and I'm happy because they're happy, and also happy because I'm happy myself.
With Daryl on side, the girls lay on their feminine charm, and before long, Andy, Ollie and Gary are putty in their hands. They have one last member of Amputated to win over, and he's going to be their toughest challenge.
Mark, I think, is afraid of what people will think, and thinking, well, hang on a minute, these guys are supposed to be the meanest, toughest son of a bitches on the death metal circuit, yet here they are collaborating with a pop group.
I think he just won't open himself up to this kind of change of musical style and all that. He's kind of looking at it as a bit of a joke, really, which pissed me off a bit because we're here for a reason, you know. We're not just here to lark about 24/7.
The girls have worked out how to push the other boys' buttons, but want to find out what makes Mark tick by talking to him about his lyrics.
Virgin in life and in death, stone cold body, devoid of breath. Pale-skinned beauty, thoughts of sin. Your untouched pussy will soon be torn skin. Gross. Ready my jackhammer, rev it up, shove it in her, mangling her cunt with jagged metal, dry humped.
I'm glad that I can't understand what you're saying when you're singing, because it's quite shocking for me to read that.
If you've read that and you've gone, oh my fucking God, then I'm totally happy because I've done exactly what I set out to do.
Do you think if you knew somebody that this kind of thing had happened to, you wouldn't find it to be so amusing?
You know, if it was your mum or your sister.
So far, I've been lucky and nothing like that's happened to any of my family or friends. So, like, you know, anyone that's very, very close to me, if it did happen, it might change the way I think about it.
This, for me, is a step too far.
The thought of anything happening to somebody is just the most scary thing for me. I know without my I wouldn't be able to live a day without my family. And they're singing about it. Can we stop?
Did you find that you got into death metal because, like, the music turned you on and stuff?
I put this tape on that my friend had given me, and it was just like a death metal compilation. The sounds that were coming out of it actually scared me.
Okay.
You know, it was making me frightened to the point where I couldn't sleep because it was so bestial and so extreme, and grunting and ridiculously fast drumming and over-the-top guitars and stuff like that were just pumping into my head in the dark. That was making me genuinely uneasy, but it sort of got me going at the same time.
Do you think that you write about it because it's a sexual thing, like it turns you on.
Yeah, it gives me a stonker, yeah.
Does it?
Do you find that you're not truly satisfied because you can't carry out, like, the extremity of what you fantasise about in your lyrics?
I don't want to carve them up, I want to fuck them.
When you were younger, maybe you know, were bullied, or you weren't kind of the popular one, or you weren't always liked by everybody and people didn't understand you. Were you, like, bullied at school or anything?
Yeah, I was picked on, but it's not a big deal.
And so you've kind of gone and escaped this, and you've fantasised about having the most popular girl and stuff, and then this is, like, the extreme version of it.
I haven't experienced the actual acts that I'm talking about, but I've certainly thought about doing these to girlfriends or ex-girlfriends after they piss me off more than on one occasion.
Yeah.
The only thing is I put it down on paper and haven't done it in real life.
Yeah. It is so offensive.
I even told my family the extent of the kind of, like, the lyrical content that band used, or anything really about the other band, because I wouldn't want her to worry. And my dad would probably turn up at the door and
kill them.
drag them out.
The offensiveness of Mark's lyrics has left the girls feeling quite despondent about the songwriting. But they hope they can salvage things by working with the rest of the amputated boys.
If it's musical, we don't think there's going to be a problem. You'll be able to make it work somehow. There is a way out there. It's just getting over the lyrics part, which will be so interesting, because we're not going to be swearing and saying the kind of stuff they talk about, because obviously some of it is a bit extreme.
With only 2 days before the recording, Tommy returns to see what state the song is in.
I'm really hoping that they've got something fantastic to play me. I'm concerned that they're just going to fall back into their own worlds and not take up the challenge of you know, joining each other's worlds and creating something new and exciting. How are we doing? Good. Yeah? Good? Some progress?
Yeah, definitely.
Good, good, good. Am I going to hear it? How's that for the rhythm, girls? You do a bit of dancing over that? Yeah. That's great. That's wicked up to that.
Us that actually write the music are the biggest compromisers. We could have said, right, here you go, there's a death metal track, now come up with some lyrics. But instead of that, it's more rock-based. There's not so much frenetic guitar work. The drums aren't too fast.
Happy with the direction the music's going in, Tommy gives them an idea how they can progress with the lyrics.
You know, you've got a band who represent a genre that is, let's face it, misogynist. You know, there's a lot of anti-female lyrics in what these guys sing about, and also what their compatriots sing about. I think you should have a go at them.
Okay.
Okay? And I think you should justify why you say what you do to them. The lyrical content should be a battle between the two groups.
Tommy suggests that Mark sings the verse, the girls respond to him in the bridge, and they battle it out together in the chorus.
Definitely going to go down the sex kind of route, as in, you know, they talk about us like pieces of meat.
That's good, that's good.
They watch porn all day long because they can't get real girls.
I think it should be the battle.
So just the battle?
Yeah, I think the battle's really good. Let's try that. You want to play that? 2, 3, go. So you're saying...
Your voice is still too fucking poppy. You're going... nudie.
One thing comes out my mouth and you jump down my throat for it. Just keep your mouth shut for a bit. Have some more respect for us.
Well, I haven't got much in the first place. All right, so don't tell me to shut my mouth. Like, we're the musicians, you just fucking sing to a beat.
But that's because you make noises and grunts that aren't to a tune and don't have any melodic value.
As far as I'm concerned, you know, you might not think it's cheesy, but I did.